Welcome everyone to our Thursday afternoon, our question and answer with the Venerable Khenpo Tenzin. Our questions on the Serkhangma Golden Temple prayer. We will begin our question and answer session today with opening prayers in our yellow Garchen Institute prayer book, page 4 and page 5. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Dear Dharma friends, happy to see you all. Okay, so last Tuesday, I couldn't take your question. I mean, if you have question, if today we have time, I will try to listen your questions, and then I will answer. And but I'm quite not sure we have enough time or not. So now we let us start the questions.
First question, Khenpo. Can you explain how we can bring this Serkhangma prayer into our practice?
Yes, the Serkhangma is Serkhangma or Golden Temple prayer is also unique prayer because basically it is yes, thank you. Basically it is we call mantra 7 branch mantra or sutra, tantara 7 branch But here also these 7 branches are related in Sutara. So then these inside has many visualizations. Usually we visualize like a Yadam deity and some mantras. But in this golden temple, prayer has many visualizations, for instance, about the elements, and then these many kind of offering things. We should visualize them, and we have to offer them to Guru Vajradhara, who is embodiment of all Buddhas. So this is especially, I think we have to practice, we have to prayer recite. I mean, we have to recite it. At the same time, we have to visualize. So this is also a very special prayer to accumulate merit. If we have merit, then we can accomplish our goals. Of course, it will accomplish our supreme siddhi, which is the attained Buddhahood, but it also benefits us to gain this mundane wealth, health, and then even though well known, and so whatever we need, good things. Even if you are a student, if you have a great examination, and then if you have merit, then it will your examination result will be wonderful. So this is in traditionally or in Tibet, Gar Monastery. When I was there, and then we recite this. We often recite this prayer, especially in the summer. We have 45 days retreat. So then at that time, every morning, we have to recite this. Because in the summer, actually, the outside of the what is called the on the earth. I mean, on the earth, there are many flowers, many beautiful flowers. Even though rainbow, rains, and then water also not frozen, especially in Tibet. That's where then we offer them, so we can accumulate great merit. So if we have time, probably during I will offer you the commentary teaching. At that time, perhaps we will recite once a day. I mean, during that teachings. So it's very important to recite. Then you understand. You already have knowledge, so you understand the meaning. And if you don't understand, you can ask. So that's where. Then after you understand the meaning and then you recite this prayer, it has a special experience or special test. So you do both, recite and visualize together.
Khenpo, regarding making offerings, can offerings be generated by the mind and not have to depend on any physical offerings? If I want to make an offering to you, can I do it with my mind stream? Can I make that offering with my mind stream?
Oh yes, there are two ways. The one is you have facility. I mean, you have time to make a very nice uh, uh, nice arrangement in the sharing room, and you have also money to buy kind of flowers and many beautiful things, and also you know how to these rules and the regulations. And then if you can do both, now of course the externally you make these you buy these material things and present them, and then nicely uh, arranged and perfectly clean and so forth. So it has very important. It is very important. Uh, but the main thing or principle is inside. You are right. You have to visualize inside. So, for instance, if you don't have time to mm, make nicely arranged, perfectly clean these material things, and also you don't have money to buy these offering things, and then you also don't know how to do this perfectly, and then you visualize you offering them internally. It has a great merit. So you don't worry about these external offering things. But if you mm, you have everything, there's two way, means you have all the facilities. I mean, you have flowers, you have time, you have every things perfectly, these perfect things, but then your mind is little bit lazy, lethargic, be lazy. Oh, it's better to do something inside. So it's very possible we will do that. So then I think this is the laziness is not so good, right? Anytime. That's why uh, mm, actually you do good both. But the thing here special thing is when you mm, if you can't do particularly in your home, but you drive, for example, her to from here to Phoenix. Between there, I saw many flowers in the summer, yellow flowers, red flowers, and different colors. So we can offer them. And also, when we see the appearing, the appears rainbow, and sometimes we see very beautiful clouds, and then also we see some many beautiful natural things. At that time we offer. That is same you make them in your home or you offer. So uh, actually both are important, but it is depending. But if you do only uh, kind of the external things, you make nicely arranged, perfectly clean. But if your mind is unclean, uh, impure, it's mixed with the mundane. For example, oh, if I made this, then people say good things, something like that. I think this is not good expectation. But here one thing, oh, if I make a very nice one, and then people look at it, they will rejoice, they will appreciate. So if this is a virtue, so that's where we have to come very uh, clearly what things makes uh, uh, which thing makes great merit, and which thing reduce uh, reduce the which thing reduce the our merit, you know. So the our wisdom is very important to understand. Otherwise, Gampopa said, Sometimes practitioners created lots of non-virtue because it seems they practice, but in the reality they not practice perfectly. Everything's related, ego, state, mind, and so on. That's why we have to be careful about that. And so we have choice. External offering, we will do external offering things or internal offering things. The best thing is we will do both. So these external thing offering are like how to say, it's like a ladder to reach the roof of a house. The internal things offering, you visualize these things, and offering is like this is the ultimate level. So this both has a great merit. Okay.
Khenpo, will you please explain the purpose of the 5 preliminary minutes played by instrument or bell, and what we are supposed to do while listening to that?
Now you hit that one, right?
What's that?
This gone.
You want me to hit it?
I mean, you did that
Yeah.
before over starting practice. That one, right?
I believe so. I'm not too sure exactly what this reference is, but yeah, I think maybe it's referencing the Gargon bells.
Yeah, I will explain through this way, okay, for this question. So if I'm incorrect, please you ask me again if your question is not about that. But then how this is reused in traditionally. In Tibet, for example, in Gargungar monastery, my monastery, over monastery, so there monks stay, monks not sleep in the temple. I mean, in the general terms, right? So they are, for example, upper monastery and lower monastery. This lower monastery, when we have to go there for big puja, at that time all these village people came, and then so for example at that time then we sleep in the family house. For example, I sleep in the night. I sleep in my house, my family house. This is a little far from the temple, probably 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm a little fast. So someone maybe work 10 more minutes. So this distance, for example. Then, but that puja, we have to practice very early, around 5 or 4:30. So then first what they do is, actually we have alarm clock. When I was there, we have alarm clock, but we don't use that much. Then first there we have a long horn. 2 monks played. Sometimes I played here, maybe you saw. So we play that for 5 more minutes. It's sometimes longer than. And then right after there is, we called jaling, there's another instrument, like a spiritual flute. Sometimes we use here the two things together, right? So we have to play that. We call it jaling. It's like a sound is pretty, what to say, pretty nice. And then we have to play that around 5 minutes. That means then you have to wake up and wash your face, and you have lots of things to do. And then after, then we call this ting ting, ting ting. It just name, give name like this name as his, it is sound. So then this ting ting, hit the gong around 15 minutes, I think. It's pretty long, but this is very special. It can hear from far away. And then this, after finish that, then we have to play two conches. So there are many things to do. So, however, that means welcome to the temple or the practitioners. So some part is for wake up, it ready to wake up. Some part is you should prepare to come to the temple. And then this thing, this part is you must come to the temple. If you be late, then you have to 100 long prostration on the floor. So if you don't do, then it's not easy. So this is a rule in monastery. Actually, we use that, but then now we use this here is we can visualize the offering thing, but basically we can use that for meditation. At that moment, you can meditate, just realize something happened, forget that some suffering or worry in this case should forget, and don't invite it for future problems, and just remain in this present moment and then relax. At least if you don't have other idea how to meditate, just count this or listen that sound. So, and then there are many ways. If you think, oh, this is beautiful sound, if you feel like that, and then you offer that sound to the Guru, Vajradhara, and Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And so, yes, about this story is like that. Okay.
Khenpo, in the Serkhangma prayer, the 7th sloka on the first one on page 3 there, it says, with your flawless melodious speech like an ocean of ambrosia, you show all phenomena to be unborn, thereby defeating the Mount Meru of views. I prostrate to your unhindered Vajra speech. Can you help us to understand the meaning of what it is defeating the Mount Meru of views?
Okay, yes. Do you know Mountain Meru? Mountain Meru in the philosophy, Buddhism philosophy, Abhidharma Kosha text, they explain little different over Mother Earth. Right now what we see and what they explain is little different. But in the Sutara and then somewhere it comes same. Right now what we see, they exactly explain that. However, so Mountain Meru means very big, higher, strong. These Mountain Meru probably these regular elements cannot destroy, you know. So the Mountain Meru is a metaphor. So example. So why this bring is the the views. Views are very strong. Everybody has different view, for example. So that's where then these views are very strong. If your view is a perfect view, then you keep that view, and this view helps you to instantly cut the thoughts, grasping, and it will lead you Dharmakaya stage. So view is very important. That's why we say Mahamudara view, Zopachimbo view, Madhyamaka view, right? But there are many wrong views. wrong view is actually comes from misunderstanding, because these views are not logic, not how to say. This is, however, not perfect view. So some view is it lead samsara. Some views lead samsara. So that's why their view are like a mountain mirror, very strong. So there are actually 5 views. I will tell you this. So the first is the view of transitory collection. That means because of the 5 aggregates people perceive in I, that permanently exists. Then second is extreme view. Extreme view is that due to the 5 aggregates, people perceive everything as permanently existing, but then when they die, everything is finished. There is no next life, something like that. And then third is holding inferior view. That means that the I which people believe occurs from the 5 aggregates is excellent, nice, perfect. Those who hold this view certainly think like that. Then next is holding bad ethics and discipline to be superior. So that means punishing the body, jumping in the river, staying in the fire. This jumping in the river, I don't mean for swimming and something like that. Okay, so this is they just punish. It's a very they jump in a very serious river. They punish their body, and then staying in the fire. These things are the best activity. That is the view. Some have like this view. Then fifth is perverted view. So this means there's no consciousness which comes from the past, previous lives, and it will not go to the next life. There is no karma. There is no Buddha. There is no enlightenment. So this is the fifth perverted view. So in this, so in total there are 360 wrong views, and they are all included in these 5. So we have to conquer these 5 views. So here mountain mirror is a metaphor for how strong these wrong views are. But we have ultimate bodhicitta and wisdom. Through this way we conquer these wrong views. The reason to conquer these wrong views, because reason to conquer these wrong views is if it's person who belong these wrong views, then they continuously remain in the samsara. This is one thing. But especially through this wrong view, thousands of people, for example, thousands of people lead into the samsara, especially in the hell realm. If there's no karma, there's no next life, this is how much serious thinking, If there is no karma, then then nobody follow under the law of karma. This is then very serious, you know. If only one person happened that is one person's activity. We give freedom to that person. But thousands of people follow that way, this view, and then they all went to the hell realm or lower realms, however, in this remain in this samsara. But we don't want to see, oh, this is mistakes, this is wrong. Sorry, actually I use the wrong view because of dictionary used that. But compassion, for example, when I was child and actually I never had the experience about the cigarette smoke, but if I do, then my parents punish to me because this is their compassion. It does not mean they are unhappy with me. They were unhappy. It does not mean they were unhappy with me, you know. But they try to keep me healthy life because cigarette make problems over lungs, and then in the way of dharma practice there are some other problems. So that's why we how to say, the wrong view is very serious. And then Buddha's this realization, which realizes selflessness, which recognize the selflessness of phenomena. And so then this Buddha's wisdom, we just say, but we have this spiritual wisdom. It understand we have oh, there is a next life, there is a karma, there is a cause and effect. So then we believe, we trust, and then if there is no particularly some one make rules and the regulations, but we take care through these rules. That means we protect ourselves, you know. So like that. Here Montemiro is like that. But this is just a metaphor. Actually, Montemiro is an amazing thing. So especially during the mandala and somewhere it comes about this explanation, we have more time to discuss.
Thank you, Khenpo. Next question is on page 5 of the Serkhangma prayer. It's the 15th verse. And it says, the 7 precious royal attributes like the wheel, the 7 subsidiary ones like the mansion, the auspicious substances, the substances of the siddhis, and so on have arisen from the 2 accumulations. Please accept these offerings. Can you please give us a more detailed explanation of what this verse is saying?
Yes. So first, I will tell you a little bit about how the 7 precious attributes come to be. Actually, they came about through religion, particularly Buddhism, the culture of Buddhism. The 7 precious attributes can only be possessed by Chakravarti king. Chakravarti kings, ordinary kings cannot possess them. During the time of the fortunate Aeon, living beings, especially human beings, lifespans are very long. At that time, Chakravarti kings come. Then also at that time, when human beings can live 800 years, Chakravarti kings come. When lifespan decreases less than 800 years, Chakravarti kings don't come. People cannot longer be timed by them at this point, because they are dissatisfied no matter what they receive from them, like wealth or other things that they give to benefit through the 7 precious attributes. No matter how many we got, we are dissatisfied. So then they don't come. Chakravarti kings don't come. They come when people have less desire. So when they give something, people are satisfied. In the degenerate time, they cannot liberate through this method. So that's why they do not come. Actually, Chakravarti kings are bodhisattvas who have reached the bhumis and can choose what rebirth they want to take for the benefit of others. There are different kinds of Chakravarti kings. They liberate other beings through their power. This power has different aspects. First is the Chakravarti king who holds the golden wheel. He rules over the 4 continents in the 4 directions of mountain mirror. Through his power, the beings he rules give up the 10 non-virtues and cultivate the 10 virtues. Second is the Chakravarti king who holds the syllable wheel. This king rules the 4 directions. His subjects also give up the 10 non-virtues and cultivate the 10 virtues. Third is the Chakravarti king who holds the couple wheel. This Chakravarti king only rules over the beings on Mother Earth. He leads them to virtuous ways and to give up the 10 non-virtues. He also lets them give up harm through weapons, disease, and poisons. He lets them promise to stop negativities and only do good things. Through their merit, these kings have great power. They have sound bodies and wealth. Everything is auspicious. It's perfect. So because of this merit, they have these powers, and through this power, they conquer lesser bad kings. We call them Chakravarti kings, and Chakra means wheel. They rule through the wheel. As we already discussed, there are different types of wheels: gold, silver, copper. These kings, wherever they stay, the 7 precious attributes spontaneously arise for them. So through these seven attributes, they benefit mother beings. Otherwise, we have little some good things. One day we share that, then it's finished. Next day we try. We would like to benefit, but we are not enough. So they have unlimited merit through these seven attributes. Actually, there are many explanations of chakra. When I give commentary on the Serkhangma, I will talk more about it. But now, briefly, this chakra, which we call the golden Dharma wheel, has 1,000 spokes. These spokes cut through obstacles. That means enemies cannot destroy your life and wealth and so forth. When Shakyamuni Buddha attained Dharmakaya, he realized a natural state of the Dharma Dhatu and found the nectar of the Dharma. But if he taught, maybe nobody would understand. So that's why he made a commitment to stay in the forest. He remained in the forest for 45 days. Then at that time, the king of the gods, Indra, brought a golden 1,000-spoked wheel and offered it to Buddha and requested him to teach the Dharma. So at that time, it became a special auspicious symbol. The spokes of the wheel cut others' thoughts and afflictive emotions. In the center of the spokes, there is a round part, like a ball, which symbolizes the tendency of the Dharma to not just go in one direction. Not only nirvana, not only samsara, the Dharma benefits both. In samsara, people practice the 10 virtues and then they gain merit, so they have a long life and gain wealth and health. Also, practitioners will realize the natural state of mind and then attain the Dharmakaya. So that's why Buddha accepted the golden wheel and it spontaneously became a auspicious offering. The second is what we call manirana. In English, this jewel. This jewel has special qualities, like people supplicate it, and then their wishes are accomplished. So it is a wish-fulfilling jewel. We clean the jewel and put it in a higher place, and then people supplicate it, and it will accomplish all of their wishes. Even at night, it keeps sunlight and shines brightly. And during the day, if one is traveling somewhere, it purifies all obstacles, and then it accomplishes many qualities. Then third is the precious queen. It's quite hard. What's a queen? Queen. The precious queen has special qualities. Externally, beauty, and she is pleasing to the five senses. Looking through the eyes, she is beautiful, and the king touches his body to the queen, and in cold weather, her body is warm. It is very natural. And in hot weather, when the king touches her body is cold. She has many other special qualities. Especially, she has completely purified the 8 faults. This means number one, she doesn't have a strong desire. Number two, she doesn't have strong jealousy. Number three, she doesn't have strong greed. Fourth, she respects her parents. Number five, she respects more her husband. Number six, she takes care of her children. Number seven is she will not engage in sexual misconduct. Number eight is that she always has mindfulness. So she has these kinds of qualities. There are more qualities, but I will teach them in more detail during the commentary. The fourth precious royal attribute is a great minister. We call it a jewel of minister. He accomplished all of the king's wishes. Especially, he does not harm others, but conquers all enemies because of his method and great wisdom. He can take care of the kingdom almost as well as the king. And also, he is never discouraged. No matter what occurs, he never gives up. He can take care of the kingdom. He can help his people like that. And the next is the precious elephant. We call it the jewel of elephant. It can carry all the king's special things, especially when in the kingdom someone creates harm and the king has no go to war. King has to go to war. At that time, this elephant can carry everything and protect the king. So this means the elephant represents Bodhisattva, and the Chakravarti king can take care of all mother beings' sufferings and liberate them from suffering. Next is the jewel of horse. Wherever, if you have a horse, then that is a jewel of horse, okay? If you have elephant, that is a precious elephant, for sure. Wherever the king has to go, if he reads the jewel of horse, he can reach his destination immediately. He can especially go around all of 4 directions in one day with his horse. This horse is very unique because it's get from power of merit. Actually, this horse has many other qualities. Especially, this horse will not take the king to dangerous place. And if they reach a dangerous place, the horse will protect the king. As it says in the fasting practice, Sobjong vows, is steering horse or something. So that means this horse is also even animal, but it's not engaged like sexual misconduct and so on. It has special qualities. The next is the precious general, who without the king having to say do this or do that, he does exactly what is the king's wish. Actually, these things are very important, right? He takes care of the people of the kingdom and he never deceives. He has given up deceptive activities and he leads all the king's people in the 10 virtues activities. As is the king's wish, the general man's skill is in having the special wisdom to lead his armies to victory. So he has this quality perfectly. Uh, okay. Then the uh, seven subsidiary, right? What are the seven subsidiary? So then the seven subsidiary precious things are: number one, the precious sword, a kind of a knife, right? Sword. If you just show it in the direction of the enemy, especially in battle, it will not harm others, not harm them, but it will conquer them. The second is the precious naga skin. The skin can cover many miles in a big rain or storm. This covers the king, and the king will not get wet when he travels. Also, when there is a storm, it will not cause harm. And then third is guarding, beautiful guarding. Whoever sees it, it makes them happy. It makes everybody's mind happy, especially the kings. When king come visit there, gods and goddess offering dance, and they offer many offering things. Then fourth is special cloth. Touching, feeling on the body is blissful. It is how to say, blade proof. So it protect king. Then fifth are the precious shoes, which if the king wears them and he cross a big river. In the ancient, kings are different, right? But right now the leaders, they need many bodyguards. So these kings wear just shoes. Then what happened? Well, see, the river cannot carry the king away. And wherever the king travels, while wearing these shoes, all of the wishes become auspicious. So these are very special. For us, we don't have these shoes, but it's okay, I think. There are some mantra, special mantra. If you recite this mantra and then you blow, right, like a at your feet, and then that whole day under your feet, if you kill many kind of insects or other bugs, they will liberate. You were not engaged in non-virtue. So some have that. These parties are, I think, very special for us now. Because of different centuries, we need different things because of different karmas. And so anyhow, then there is the precious palace. The quality of these is whatever the king would like to see, like stars, planets, and in any of the directions, it has that facility. I mean, planets and stars appear there in this palace. Don't want to open the window and don't want to go outside to look in. We don't want to use the, what is called this? Binoculars. So it's a see, especially very vividly, very clearly, beautifully. And then seventh is the precious bed. BED, okay, not bad. It's actually my pronunciations. So if the Chakravarti king sleeps in this bed, then negative afflictive emotions will not arise for him. He will always have nice dreams. Is it interesting? It's very interesting because our half life, sleep, we follow with the dreams. Half of our life is wake up, follow with the mind or thoughts. So that's where sweet dreams are very important. So that's all. Then this next it says the auspicious substances. There are 8 auspicious substances. Our first is perfectly clean mirror. A goddess offered it to the Buddha, and he blessed it so that the wisdom of all beings could appear in their mind as clearly as objects in the wisdom. Second is Gvang. Gvang seems as Sanskrit. So Gvang, which is the yellow pigment from elephant gallbladder or elephant bile. So this is actually disease. It's funny, you know. But interdependence, there are 3 inconceivable. Power of mantra is inconceivable. Power of Buddha is inconceivable. Power of phenomena, nature is inconceivable. So if they comes together, then they make wonderful things. So these elephant bile is actually, for example, people have in the gallbladder, they say, oh, I have a stone in my gallbladder, and then went to the hospital, and then they take off, right? So usually this elephant's bile is a disease, but it is a very special medicine. So that's where elephant offered to the Buddha, and then Buddha blessed it for purify illness of 3 afflictive emotions. So this is second. Then third is Vajrapani offered to the Buddha wet mustard seeds. Tibetan called yungar. So Buddha blessed them, making them auspicious seeds that help gain victories over Maras. So this, maybe you see sometimes we have some puja, at that time we use that, these white mustard seeds. That means it's purify these obstacles, remove obstacles of practice. Then fourth is grass. Actually, if you would like to know this exactly, Tsa means grass. In Tibetan, Tsa means grass. Durva is the real that grass name. So a boy named Trashi, when Buddha meditated in the forest, maybe if you read Buddha's life story, he met a boy. So he gave this grass to Buddha, and then Buddha meditated on there until he became enlightened, you know. However, so here, this boy named Trashi offered grass, and Buddha blessed it for going beyond birth and death and attaining the long life. Long life. This is the Dharmakaya means that, right? Is beyond the birth and the death. If there's no birth, then there's no death. So that means emptiness, Dharmakaya. So long life. Our gurus pre-nirvana, for example, Milarepa, he pre-nirvana, but he say he wasn't die. So that means he was beyond the birth and death. So that's where he is always in our Dharmadhatu space. Okay. And then 5 is a red coiling conch. There are many conchs, but this is unique. Red coiling conch, which emits unlimited Dharma sound, which was offered to the Buddha by King Indra that everybody knows. And Buddha blessed it, so that Dharma would pervade the entire universe. So you see, when I how to say, I have a feeling on this when I notice this part. What is the feeling is when Buddha blessed these red conch coils, Buddha has no any human disciple. Do you know? But Buddha blessed on this, like through this way. He blessed on this red conch, this coiling conch, and he blessed for this Dharma provides. Dharma would provides the entire universe. So now Dharma is, right? Dharma is everywhere, even though. So we say who have a compassion, there is Dharma. So that is really amazing. So these part are, in other hand, pretty simple. Perhaps a little bit like a history or mystery. We can't see exactly, but these things are really amazing. And then sixth is Sindura. Sindura, some flowers have kind of Sindura color. Hindu, they use actually on their forehead often, maybe you remember. So in the Buddhism, Sindura it's a reddish color, which was offered to Buddha by the earth goddess. And Buddha blessed so that Dharma would be framed on the earth brilliantly for benefit beings. Okay, then seventh is wood apple. Apple is very important for us, right? If we say, how to say, if one day we take an apple, then doctor, what is it? Doctor away or something. An apple a day keeps doctor away. Yeah, keeps is good, away is pretty interesting. Yeah. So the wood apple which was offered to the Buddha by wood goddess. Did you see wood goddess? Wood, there are many goddesses. Okay, wood, water, and so the Buddha blessed it, saying that the wood is like a bodhicitta, and the apple that comes from that is like a Buddhahood, the fruit of bodhicitta. We benefit others through bodhicitta and attain the fruit of Buddhahood. Okay. Then last one means the eighth is, what is that? I forgot. Just kidding. Yogurt. You know yogurt, right? So yogurt which was offered to the Buddha by a village lady. Actually, the story, it's okay. Actually, some story says milk, cow milk, butter, however. That village lady, she offered Buddha the yogurt. Buddha blessed it so that in the 3 times one can remain peacefully and then attain essence of nature state of mind. So this yogurt comes from where? Milk. Milk comes from where? Cow. Cow's milk comes from grass. Grass comes from water. So interdependence. They are. So we look at the water. It's quite hard how it support to the grass. When we focus on the grass and water and this part, then we cannot make a relation yogurt and grass. But interdependence means like that. No, we are sentient being, but Dharmakaya and we are interdependence. That's well same like that. And then okay, these are 8 substances, right? And then next is the substances of the siddhis. Maybe we would have them. Let's see. So Okay, siddhis. The substances of the siddhis. When you accomplish generation stage, you attain these siddhis. But generation stage, in the Vajrayana, what is the generation stage and completion stage. But this kind of generation stage has also different ways of practice. Different ways means inside has different methods. So we call them the 8 ordinary siddhis. And then Anu Yoga, Ati Yoga, they all have different siddhis. So they're different levels or layers, siddhis. But this is ordinary siddhis. So first is pills, which consecrated by knowledge mantra and other substances. If you put this pill in your mouth, then nobody will see you, and you can go everywhere you wish. Nobody can see you if you hold that pill in your mouth. But this pill is the knowledge mantra and consecrated by knowledge mantra, and these pills also need many things, many substances. Then second is eye medicine. If you apply this medicine to your eyes, you can see precious treasure buried under the ground. And whoever you look, it will be brought them under your power. Then third is alchemy. Yes, alchemy. If you paint iron with mercury, it will transform into gold. So if you have this power, then your room is full of gold. You just bring regular the irons, right? It's cheap, and then you bless that, and then you can make a golden temple. Really, you can stay in the golden house. Then fourth is swords. But these practitioners, they do that for accumulate merit, especially for benefit others. Fourth is swords. Whoever hoards it, then you can travel to the celestial realm. Celestial realm is a special realm because you don't want to give up this ordinary body. You can go directly there. So this is one pure land. Then fifth is long life pill. Whoever takes it has freedom to long life. Long life is important, right? Then seventh is vase, which increases wealth. Actually, Guru Rinpoche sealed them under the ground for future generations. Then other treasure revelers find them. But then how to? No, I just just to give you the some part. Then how to make them? Then we have more. But if we know then how to make this, we should benefit others. So actually, sometimes, if we have using them for the sake of oneself, then it's not that much necessary. Then at the city is a city of sweat walking. This is also shoes. These shoes are consecrated by knowledge mantra. Then if you wear them, you can go very fast. For example, you can reach in one day the distance. It usually take 1 month to travel, something like that. This is just in the very near centuries. These kind of practitioners have had, right? Okay. Then yeah, that's part our okay. Then there's the auspicious signs are found on the Buddha's body. We always see auspicious and seven and the auspicious things. That if we keep that in the house, actually very good. Already Buddha blessed on there, and then your karma connect with that, so it will protect your merit, and it will increase your merit. So that's where the first. But then now I will tell you this auspicious signs, where you found from Buddha's body. They are on Buddha's body. So first, the red coiling count is found on Buddha's teeth. So that the sound of his Dharma thunders in the 10 directions. Second auspicious sign is the parasol, which is found on Buddha's head. On Buddha's head, Buddha has this sign because his merit is vast and vast and infinite as space, so it can benefit beings infinitely. Third auspicious sign is victory banner, which is found on Buddha's body. Buddha's body, which is established through bodhicitta and wisdom. Because of these, he conquered Maras. His meditation posture is brilliantly stable and peaceful at ease. So Victoria banner is actually with always frame, like a very certain. Then fourth auspicious sign is a pure golden fish, which is found on Buddha's eyes. And he accomplished them by generating his twofold knowledge. So Buddha shines this twofold knowledge, then it opens our eyes to the Dharmakaya. Fifth auspicious sign is the thousand-spoked wheel, which is found on Buddha's feet. The spokes cut others' thoughts and defilements, and it leads all beings to the path of liberation. It's very true, right? Then sixth auspicious sign is endless knot. Do you see endless knot? Like this? Knot. Endless knot. Which is found in Buddha's mind. Through the union of omniscient wisdom and bodhicitta, he realized the union of emptiness and interdependence. And then through his union of method and wisdom, Buddha benefits others to realize the union of samsara and nirvana. Seventh auspicious is auspicious lotus. Seventh auspicious lotus, which is found on Buddha's tongue. Buddha's tongue. Because the Buddha did not speak any lie and harsh word and so forth, and he always giving teachings dharma teachings skillfully and clearly, so listeners realized truth of karma and truth of ultimate nature. Eighth is auspicious vase, which is found on Buddha's neck. Buddha's neck. It shows that the Buddha is filled with merit and realization, which pours out of him to benefit beings. Then, okay, yeah, that's all, right? Okay, next question.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Yeah.
So when I am practicing, as it is expressed in the opening verses, when I am practicing, then I find that compassion, devotion, and the subsequent branches, they feel natural, as if they're happening by themselves. My inclination would be to practice only this Serkhangma prayer in all daily practice sessions, because it feels very complete, that everything is included perfectly in this Serkhangma prayer. I wish to continue to make this feeling grow, and I'm not sure if I should continue with other sessions of generation and mantra accumulation, or if it's best to focus completely and only on the Serkhangma prayer and the devotion to the Lama to allow it to develop and get stronger.
Yes, actually, this is very important, your own experience. So which experience benefit to you more, and then you can practice that way. So which practice you see which practice makes more benefit others, then you keep going. That practice is very important. And but then you have to know, finally all of these practices are coming together, because it's like all the practices are like rivers, different rivers, and then these rivers come to the ocean, in the one ocean, same like that. So but this is have to know very, you have to know, but you practice which is your favorite or which makes more benefit for you, or you keep that practice is very important. And then slowly, if you can experience kind of this your experience with other practice, I mean mantra and visualization, at that time you can get same experience. That is very wonderful. So it's clear. Mhm.
Okay, big question. Could you please explain all of the offerings? What they symbolize and what they mean for all of the levels.
Oh, yes.
As Garchen Rinpoche had said.
Yeah, actually, we all little bit discussed right before about these offerings. But yes, of course, here I will try to offer you some answers on there. So, offer means actually polite. So, give means just regular speaking, right? So, we have two ways: offering and generosity. So, practice generosity towards poor people and offering to the gurus and yadams and bodhisattvas and so on, right? So offering has 4 types offerings. There are 4 types of offerings: outer, inner, secret, and ultimate offering. So outer offering are, for example, that we usually say argam. We say argam, which is drinking water and nectar, and also this drinking water has 8 qualities, which are that it is clean, cool, sweet. But this sweet is natural, okay? Otherwise you are scared. Late, right? Light, soft, free from impurities, soothes the stomach, clear and soothes the throat. So this is the special water. So now we don't have kind of this water. It's quite hard to find, but we using saffron, so that makes lots of benefit. When we water offering, we use saffron. It is very important. Atisha, he came to Tibet and he saw Tibetan waters. It's a natural water. He said, "Oh, you guys only offer this water. No need to other thing to offer to accumulate great merit." So he is very much rejoice that waters. So some place have that natural water. I don't know where is that now, but you can offer the water. When you offer water, best thing is in your room, for example. Your room, in the kitchen sink, there's water. You morning wake up, before you cook tea or coffee from this water, first you offer that water to in the 7 or 8 bowls, 8 more bowls, water bowls. This is very important. So then you use saffron, and then it has could be 8 qualities, but the principle is your mind. So, and then what should you? Second is we say padem. Padem means pure water for washing the feet. Not your feet, okay? Just kidding. If you visualize you are Yadam deity, then your feet is okay. But this is offering to washing Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, their feet. So we offer that. And then next is pupe. Pupe, at that time, beautiful flowers offering to the head and the neck. Then Dupam offered incense to the nostrils. But this is not only incense. The many nature things are okay, I think, like a sandalwood or so on. Then next is aloke. Aloke means light or butter lamps offering to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas' eyes. But there are many is when you offering them their eyes, it not particularly. It says in the Medicine Buddha text, they don't need particularly what we offer to them. They already have originally things they already have, but we offer that to Buddha's eyes, and then there is their how to say essence of interdependence. So it benefit to us to getting clear over wisdom and something like that. And then next is if you need number, then fifth is aloke, sixth is gandhi. Gandhi is a fragrant ointment offered to the body. So these, if using on the, now we use lotion, but these they have a special medicine and a special natural things, substances combined together, and then they apply on the body. There's many benefit. If you are particularly practitioner of channels and wind, this process, then this time also has a great benefit, and also in regular times it it avoid many disease and so on, and lots of benefit. But of course, now we have to offer to the Buddha's body, right? And then next is we say Nevede. Nevede is like a delicious food of 100 taste, offering to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas' tongue. We offering them. So then we usually offer torma, right? And some peaceful tormas. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they need them. They need them as we offering them. And then number 8 is Shabda. Shabda is music, so melodious music. We offering to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas' ears. So when you hear some beautiful music, melodious music, and it's nice songs and something, you can offer through, you can visualize, offer them to the Buddha. Then there are also 5 desirable qualities, which are beautiful body for eye, beautiful melodious, it's natural melodious sound for ear, and nice. So whatever there naturally there are many nice things. So you can offer them to the Buddhas. And even though you can offer in the morning, the sun and moon arises in the east direction. At that time, you can offer them to Buddha's eyes, and then you can see the kind of like a forest, very deep forest, beautiful these things, and then you can offering that in the west direction, in the what is called is horizon. There are beautiful clouds, the yellow, pink, orange, and their kind of design is so beautiful. When you see, you offer them to the Buddha. So when you offer Buddha, that means you never forget Buddha, something like that. And then you can offer snow mountains, big rivers, and so on. And then that are actually we say outer offering. And then inner offering is this is related Vajrayana or this Tantara or Mantra. So these are the the 5 meats and 5 nectars. So the 5 meats are one is horse flesh, second dog meat, third elephant meat, fourth human flesh, fifth cow meat, fifth this meat. So actually Pamodrpa give path instruction to the Lord Jigten Sungko. First you practice as a Sutarayana system these offerings. I mean altar offerings, beautiful things. Because at that time we have a dualistic perception. Oh, this is beautiful, this is ugly or something like that. So that way we offering good things. These ugly things are, we don't have a strong desire with them, strong clinging with them, and not grasp them. That's where we have a strong attached with these strongly attached beautiful things. So that's where we offering them, then it can cling in our mind, this attachment and graspings and so on. But in this Sutra, Tantra, we offering this kind of pretty different things, like a human flesh or cow meat or something like that. And then this is we call the 5 meats, and 5 nectars are urine, excrement, brings, semen, and blood. So these are usually we say not good things. But then why we offer them to the Buddha is at that time our realization is little higher, attend the higher realization. Because we don't have dualistic perception between the good and bad. You know, we are same. Even these Mahasiddhas who take this, for example, even Shakyamuni Buddha, he eat a very, what is called, the actually it is rooting, some West food. It's become very old or something like that. Yeah, then Buddha, he got like 100 taste, delicious taste from there. This is, some food keeps for long time. Then there are fungus or something. People cannot eat, even though cannot see it. And when people see it, probably cover their mouth and nose, something like that. But then Buddha ate like that food, and then he experienced 100 delicious taste. So here like that, these the reality, these are nectars. But then this is inner offering, and then secret offering is union, yab and yum, and liberation part. This probably you all heard that. Probably means you heard that when Rinpoche gave Tsewang Zimba teaching. So at that time also Rinpoche already gave you. And then next is suchness. Suchness offering. Suchness offering means then you have to you should stay beyond the good and bad, and you stay in the ultimate level, in the non-duality. So you must understand that the offering, person who offers, and the object of offering, and guru or yadam deities are all non-dual. So this is suchness offer. This is the highest offering. Okay? And then there are a mantra system, Amarta, Ragta, Balingta. So that means Amarta means Duzi. Duzi or Amarta. Duzi means Amarta means it. If you take this, that purifies maras. Like we have 4 maras, like distractions, and then we have egoistic mind with the 5 aggregates, and then mara of afflictive emotions, and mara of the death or fears. So that's where these obstacles remove if we take this amarta. But in the reality, amarta means wisdom. When you realize wisdom, then these 4 maras disappear in your mind. And then rakta is then one offering. In the regular we see like a blood color and something like that, but the reality, this is represent great bliss. When we take that during sometimes practice, we have to experience great bliss. Okay, then Torma is Torma has many explanations, like outer world, like a palace, inward Yadam deities, and then between like Yadam deities, food and so on. Anyhow, and then like that. So, however, in the Sutara system, there is 5 parts of offering: 1 flower for head, incense for nose, light for eyes, fragrance for body, taste for mouth. Then there is 7 parts of offering as well. This is above 5 plus 2 water offerings. 1 for feet and another 1 for mouth. In the Anuttara yoga system, there is 4 kinds of water offerings. 1 for mouth washing water, and the second water to the to be scattered for cleaning the road. And the third, there is drinking water, and 4th, foot washing water. Other part are actually similar. So that's as you ask need pretty details. So I tried to tell you, answer you pretty detail in details. So that's all. Then I think Belly maybe you don't have these questions, but I already had them. So I will read this. It says, why is the Serkhangma prayer called 7 branches of the mantra? I mean, what mantra? Why the word mantra? So, do you have this? You know, right? Yeah. So, 7 branch mantra. What mantra? What mantra? This is pretty easy. In the sutara and mantra is different, right? So this is actually this Golden Temple. These 7 branches are about sutara. Tantara. So that's where it's called mantra. And then why the word mantra? Mantra means mind protection. Actually, mind protection. Mantra means mind actually. And tara means in Sanskrit probably tara or something they pronounce. However, so then tara means protect. That's where mind protect. If you practice it, it protect your mind from afflictive emotions and so on. Then there are 3 types of mantra. First is a secret mantra, which means protects through the view, meditation, and conduct from the suffering of samsara. So Tibetan, if you would like to know Tibetan called Sangha. Sangha means this secret mantra. Then second is awareness mantra, in Tibetan called Ringha. So which is held by the sages, even Tathangatas and the Buddhas too, but who have accomplished samadhi, and they protect others from suffering. So through these mantras, they use like sometimes they count many mantra, and then through this way they using that for water, and then this water you apply on your eyes, ears, or if you have a wound somewhere and you apply there, through this way it will recover from this disease. The power of this mantra, and then power of this water or other substances. Okay, and then also this mantra we utilize for conquer this kind of ghost and so on. Then third mantra is Dharani mantra. So Tibetan called Zungha. So there are three mantras: Sangha, Ringha, Zungha. So this is Zungha Dharani mantra, which is recited for others by those who are accomplished and practice in order to protect others. For example, the Ushinisha Dharani mantra, longevity Dharani mantra, Avalokiteshvara mantra. You know, we have many Dharani mantras, right? So that is you arise compassion, bodhicitta, and you already experience practice, and then they have a special power to benefit. And then, okay, then this next is could you please explain how to grasp? Okay, could you please explain how we grasp at phenomena in our daily lives with a few examples? So grasp, this is fixation. Grasp is fixation and impure perception. For example, our body, for example, our money, for example, our friends, and so on. It's so we fixate with them, even though we sometimes practice. Oh, my practice is going very well. My experience is become special, and then we fixate our experience. So something like that. So if we fixate, then still we cannot liberate. You know. So don't fixate. This is very important. And then next question is, please explain more about collective karma. The collective karma is now we have a collective karma. Collective karma is a very good collective. I came from Tibet. You all came from different places probably, even though different locations or different states. So, but we are gathering here. When we see each others, we start practice. We practice for benefit others. So this is a good collective karma. But then how it comes is in our previous lives, we pray like we have like this karma. And also we merit, same merit. We accumulated the same kind of merit. So that's why now our collective karma is gorgeous. And then the collective karma has a different. For example, some places have a very strong natural disasters. Through this natural disaster damage their house, cars, and many uh, things, and it happened whole village. So that means they have that collective karma. For example, in this life, if you your one person, for example, steal other things, and another person also steal that thing, not that person's things, steal things. Kind of many thieves gathering together, and then that area often have many what's called rubber thieves and robbers, right? Robbers, and they lost their wealth and lots of suffering, same suffering. Every village or every this area happened same thing. So that is collective. They accumulated collective karma. It is very much depending with for example one area, and then it's come to the one organize, and then come to the one family. So that means they made same thing. For example, some family they all have a long life, healthy life, wealthy life. And their activities can benefit others, and they all family have a golden opportunity to practice dharma, and they met such a wonderful guru, and their so that means their whole family have that opportunity. So that means they have a great collective karma. Their karma is they accumulated same karma. But then some family has many the different things. That means also they collected different karmas. So collective karma is very strong because it's many powers gathering together. So now we pray together, for example, in the yellow book or something, we dedicate together. At that time we accumulated collective merit or collective karma, so it has a very special power. So the collective karma has two. It's a positive and negative. Anyhow, the karma. Our dharma practitioners really need to realize karma. Even we understand higher realizations like Mahamudara, Zopa Chimbo, these are our final goal. We have to realize them. But we have to trust karma, and we have to put it into the action. Because we are under the law of karma. So we become Buddhist. The main reason is we should trust karma. So then karma means action. So we create it. Even though I make one sentence, at that moment I create karma, really. For example, I say good dharma words to you, it creates good karma. But if my mind has negative motivation, then my mind created negative karma. So karma never betray us, means like that. What you create, result will happen. So then the karmic result is sometimes it occur this life immediately. I met some dharma friends. They said they often told me really when they created some good karma morning, afternoon seems its result occurs, and morning they created negative karma, afternoon there occurs negative result. I completely trust that. It is very true. So karma has a difference. Some karma is immediately ripen. Karmic result will ripen. Some result take time for many lives. Many lives. So we believe karma, we follow the karma, it has many benefits. Even in this life, we have some obstacles and disease and something. And individually we think, oh, this is my karma. In previous life, I created some negative cause. That's when our result is occurring with this life. So no, I'm happy because it will reduce my negative karma. So in next life or end of this life or few years later, I will become enlightened. We have to think like that. So if you lost some money or something, a job, and in this year, don't keep too much kind of worries and sadness, because this year you lost something. That means next year or some years later, you have a good job, good health, good wealth. So then through we trust karma, it benefit us like that. So we don't need particularly what is called this counselor. So we trust karma, then we are the best counselor. So we can give advice oneself, really. And sometimes it's possible you think if you trust karma, right? You trust karma in karma, but your wish is if there's no karma, I'm happy because then I can do everything. It's very possible, but you should think, oh, there is a karma, so I'm so happy because what I do, result will occur. That's way. No, you are your, how to say, creator, really. You can change your life. You can reject your samsara. You can create your nirvana. Even Buddha cannot do for you that by Buddha's hand. That Buddha is a very honest person. If he is a person, then he say, I cannot remove your suffering by my hand. So, but you can. Buddha did not say nobody can remove your suffering by your hand. But your hand can remove your suffering. How? If you usually kill birds, insects, bugs by your hand, stop and do prostration posture. Agampa then do during the practice, mandara offering, mudaras. That means you offering to Buddhas, you create such an amazing, wonderful merit, and then you will have this great merit. That's where your hands can create a great karma for merit for you, and then your mouth. So when you speak, always recite mantra. Even you see one bird, first you Om Mani Padme Hum. First this is your meditation. First you have to think first, oh, I am going to recite a mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. Then slowly you become habitual. You become familiar. And then you're spontaneously you say Om Mani Padme Hum when you see some animals. So then your mouth is also a creator of a great karma. And then all your body, and especially mind. So we are so grateful our karma. And sometimes it punish to us, but that's is very, very acceptable. So always should trust karma. When you trust karma, then Dharma Dhatu, Dharmakaya, appear to you if you say you don't need it, but still spontaneously appear like a tomorrow's sunlight. Okay? And thank you so much. And then I'm sorry, today also we don't have time to pick up your questions, individual questions, if you have something, but we have time. And I deeply rejoice. And then please generate bodhicitta, and we will dedicate through our brilliant bodhicitta for the benefit of all mother sentient beings. Chancho sencho rinpoche ma je pa nam je jor je pa nyam par me par yang gong ne gong de be war jo.
May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Very good teaching.
Thank you.
Khenpo Tenzin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Long life, long life.
Thank you.
Long
Long
life,
life you.
Long life, Khenpo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kashidela Khenpo, thank you for your teachings. We love you so much.
Thank you so much.
We love you. Yes, we love you
Love
so,
you.
so
You have a very
you.
precious voice and very, very, very patient with us for teaching us.
Thank you so much.
The best Lama on planet Earth.
Thank you. Thank you.